So I'm just waiting for everybody to come. Hi, welcome to Naturally Candid. Let me see. Oh, my shine at this. Like my screen or whatever. Well, that does it. Hi, guys. Welcome to Naturally Candid. I am a bit late this evening due to circumstances beyond my control. I want to thank you though for being here and joining in the conversation. Today's topic is about, let me see if I can get the live chat up. Guys, I'm new to this, so please to bear with me. Hi, welcome to Naturally Candid. If you can just state who you are in the chat section, that would be nice so I can connect with you. How do I get this down? Okay, great. Hi, welcome guys. Welcome. All right, so let me first, hi Teacher Higgins, as always. Thank you for being here. So let me first apologize to you guys. I initially said that I would have started the live at 7 o'clock, but due to circumstances beyond my control, I'm running a little bit late, but I made a promise, and so I'm holding my end of the bargain. All right, so today I am going to be talking about dream killers. No, this is something that has been plaguing me since the week started, and that is the fact of things that are killing your dream, or people who are killing your dream, and you feel stifled because you have to be competing with these persons and what they feel like you should and should not do. So I'm going to be centering tonight's conversation about dream killers. Who will you allow to steal your dream, or what will you even allow to, to steal your dream? Now, in this 21st century, I don't know, the advent of so many things are causing people to come outside of their comfort zone, and it's making people do some horrendous things to feel complete or to feel like a part of society. But I am here to tell you that whatever it is that is instilled in you, all of us are here to serve a God-given purpose. And if you are going to try and fulfill somebody else's purpose, you're going to be uncomfortable. So we're going to talk about the things that happen that cause your purpose to get smashed, your dreams to get smashed, and we call those the dream killers. So let's get into the roots of the problem. I had written down a few notes that I wanted to speak on, a few little pointers so I don't miss out on anything, because I always want to make sure that we get in all of what is to be said. All right, so dream killers come in so many different forms. So many different forms. Dream killers come in the form of people. They come in the form of things. They come in the form of everything. So your mom can be a dream killer, your father can be a dream killer, your spouse can be a dream killer, or you can see things on social media and then you wish that you had those things, and if it is that you're not having those things, you sometimes feel like you're not serving a purpose. Now, I am here to tell you that all those are just for a matter of time. All those are for a matter of time, and people will have their opinions on what you should and should not do. People will have their expectations of you, and then another thing that we ought to be careful of is who we share our vision with. Who we share our vision with. Some people will not understand your purpose on earth. Some people will not understand it, and then when you come with an idea, you're bursting with energy. This happens to me a lot. I am always bursting with new ideas, new things that I want to do, things that inspire me, and I feel like, what, maybe I need to try and venture into something. Mark you will not succeed at every single thing that you do, but the failures are what teaches you the biggest lessons of all, right? So I don't have a problem failing. I like to say to myself that I fail forward. But this is the thing now, when you share those bright ideas, sometimes even the very same ideas that you share with people and they turn them down are the very same ideas that would have made you fulfill your purpose and propel you into the destination that you would have wanted to be. So my thing is, we ought to be careful of who we share our vision, our ideas, our talents with, because there will be persons who will try to downplay your gifts or will try to talk you down. I get that a lot. And if it is not for like my firm grounding, or my firm stance on certain stuff, then people would have already taken my things that I wanted to do and put it aside for the benefit of themselves, or some of them are genuinely just speaking from a good place, but it doesn't come off right, and then it end up smashing your dream or your goal of ever achieving whatever it is that you had set out to achieve. And that is just the bitter truth of it. That is just the bitter truth of it. So we have to be careful of the persons who we tell our dreams, our goals, and our ideas to, because those persons, those same persons, can talk you out of it and let you just move completely away from your dream. You don't want that. So the best thing to do is to kind of keep your ideas to yourself. I know that some people like to talk about their ideas to people, but the best thing to do is to kind of keep your ideas to yourself a little bit. Get them materialized. When you start them now and it starts coming into fruition, then you can probably share it with a one or two close person. But I just want you guys to keep it in mind that not everybody means you well. And because they don't mean you well, they'll talk you down and talk you out of things, and then you'll start to vision it their way. But whatever it is that you thought about in the initial stage, stick to it. Whatever you thought about, stick to it, because usually the first thing that you thought about is exactly what you should be doing. Teacher Higgins, it's the worst thing, Sai, but if the dream is purpose for your life, it can't be stopped. I agree 100%. If there's a fulfillment of purpose in your life, the dream really cannot be stopped. But there are certain things, yeah, I don't know if you've ever heard of a saying, God blesses those who work for it, it gives you have to give him something to work with. So though it's purpose for your life, there are some things that you need to do to position yourself to receive these gifts. And sometimes we get it in the back of our sense, some of us would call it intuition, but our intuition would tell us that, you know what, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. And then because somebody says, hold on, you're not easy. Sorry guys, my cat was just messing with my cords. But like I said, all of us have an intuition, and sometimes our intuition will tell us to do something and we go against that intuition. And the moment we go against it, we go against the purpose, because purpose doesn't just happen like that. You have to do something for purpose to come into action. And if you do nothing for purpose to come into action, then what kind of purpose will you see? Right? So we have to position ourselves to receive our blessings. So if it even means that we need to kind of take away ourselves from certain people, then we just ought to do that. That is just the sad reality of things. If we have to remove ourselves from a certain space, that is just it. True faith without works is dead. Perfect. Faith without works is dead. You can't just get up and just have faith in something and then it happens. You have to put yourself in the position to receive the blessing when the blessing comes. God helps those who help themselves, right? So we have to position ourselves in the right path in order for our purpose to be fulfilled and in order for our mission on earth to be done. This is another thing that can be a dream killer. Sometimes we look into person's situation. We're looking from the outside, looking onto them. some reason, every time I'm doing my live, I get a call. I don't know what is happening, and I can't even put it on airplane mode because I need the Wi-Fi to do my live. But it happens. But I'm saying, what I was saying is that another thing that can be a dream killer is us looking from the outside onto somebody's life, and we just automatically think it in our sixth sense that we should have that, and if we don't have that, that means something is wrong with us. And sometimes our dreams are so big that they scare us out of it. We can achieve anything we put our mind to. We can achieve anything that we put our mind to. And for me, if I haven't learned anything, I've learned that right throughout the course of my life, that when I put my mind to something, it actually comes out even better than if I just, sat in the background and shy away from it. You see, mindset is a hell of a thing. The moment you decide that you're going to do something, you do everything, and the universe conspire for everything to come into place to let that thing come true. And that is why I believe so much in vision boards, because you put your dreams and your aspirations on paper, and these same very dreams and aspirations that you put on paper, you just automatically feel the need to fulfill that purpose. So you see, one of the ways you can get rid of your dream being killed is through putting it on paper. And I'm not saying to put it on paper and leave it there on paper, but put it on paper and do something about it. Look at it every day. Let it remind you that this is something that you wanted to do all this time. And you have to prepare yourself to receive that blessing. Marmar says true. Yes, you have to prepare yourself to receive the blessings. So even if it means say you need to cut off a friend or two, you just have to cut them off. If you have to go tell your mother, say, Mommy, look here, I really appreciate you. I really love you. I understand so what you do from betterment, like you really mean this out of one good place of your heart. But me feel like me can do this. And you attack me out of it, right? A dream without work is hallucination. Precisely. So if you're going to have a dream and you leave the dream like that, you're really hallucinating for real. And we can't let that happen. We have a dream for a reason, and each and every one of us was placed on earth for a God-given purpose. And if your purpose is to probably, offer free services to somebody just so that they can have hope in life, that's your purpose. If your purpose is just to live in poverty and you're happy with that, that is just your purpose. Not everybody will be able to achieve the finest of things in life. Not everybody will be able to go to the finest places. My vision board is always on my screen saver. Very good way to keep your vision board, because it's a constant reminder. You understand me? But not to stray away from it. But guys, when you have a thought or you have a dream or you have a vision of something, continue to fulfill that purpose. And then what I've also learned, and I think I said it in a prior video, is that consistency is key. You will not fulfill your purpose until you maintain a consistent path in fulfilling that purpose. Don't let anybody throw you off course, because those persons will come. The things to throw you off course will come. The people to throw you off course will come. That's the plan of the enemy anyways. So who am I to think that I am better than circumstances? They will come. But your mission is to stay on purpose, for purpose. Stay to your goal, stick to it. You make a goal, you have a vision, stick to it. All if it's bigger than the whole of the world, stick to it. Because you can achieve it. Whatever the mind can conceive, then you can be able to achieve it. You understand? Whatever my mind conceive, I can achieve. That's what I believe. Sorry guys, I'm kind of hoarse, but I have to put it in there. I'm so emotional when it comes on to these things that I really believe in. I'm a firm believer of your mindset being able to produce. Look at Liam in the background, guys. Look at him. What is he doing in my life? But yeah, whatever your mind can conceive, then you can definitely achieve it. Marla Polo, he's so, I don't know what he's doing there. But yes, guys, there is so much strength, so much power in us as individuals that we can almost bring ourselves to places that we never dream of taking ourselves. Look at me. I always use YouTube as an example. I, for some reason, I am a very good talker, but when it comes down to being in a public space and presenting myself to a public, I just get afraid. And that is also a dream killer. Fear, right? I get afraid because what would they say? What would people think? What would, there's a sense of discomfort when you are supposed to present yourself into a public because not everybody will like you. Like for me, I have a strong personality. I have a strong personality. Fear is the ultimate one. Definitely, I have a strong personality, and not everybody will like my strong personality. But then again, there will be persons who really love it. You can't please everybody. And the dream killers who you cannot please will tell you why you should not do what you want to do. So you see, we'll have those who tell us that we can, and we'll have those who tell us that we can't. So we need to align ourselves with the right energy. We need to align ourselves with the right energy so the right things can attract themselves to us. Because at the end of the day, people are not going to always like you. And that is just the sad reality of things. You could be doing the best things to people. You could be doing the best things to people, but we need to align ourselves with the right set of people. The right energy will propel you to go further and will take your places. The wrong energy will want to compete with you and hold you down. You understand? And a lot of the biggest dream killers that we have are sometimes the persons closest to us. And that includes our closest friends, our spouses, and our parents. So we need to develop such a barrier that we can separate ourselves from that energy, from that wrong space, and associate ourselves with the right energy and put ourselves in the right space with the right people. That is what will let you live your purpose. So if you don't do that, then sweetheart, you're doomed for fail because the wrong energy won't want you to go to the right places. And there's something else I want to tell you too. I said it earlier, but I'm going to repeat it again because I believe that it's something important for people to know. Not tell your dream to everybody. They won't see it. They won't see, not everybody will see your dream, especially being the fact that it is your dream, not their dream. It is your dream. And if you have a vision towards that dream, do it. Not even bother tell nobody. That is one thing I would encourage anybody to be impulsive about. If you feel like you want to do something, do it. You're not going to know if you can't do it until you try. So do it. You know how much things me try and me fail. How much things, how many ventures I took up and I failed my way forward. Joseph brother throw him in the pit because he told his dream exactly. And what happened to Joseph? And what happened to Joseph? You understand? There are so many things I have done in my lifetime because I am that person. If I achieve one dream, I set a new dream. And normally I set the dream way higher than the previous dream. Because you won't move from point A to point B until you set that standard for yourself. So I set higher dreams. Every time I achieve one dream, I set a higher one. And because I know that whatever your mind tell you, you can definitely achieve it. So I program my mind that way. So every time I get one something, I set it higher than the one something. I'm the ultimate failure of things, Lord. But I use them as a stepping stone. Exactly, you're doing the right thing. My middle name is failing forward. I fail. Me fail my way forward. And I'm not talking about, I don't know, but for some reason people associate failure with schoolwork or academics or education. No. To be honest with you, that is not even failure. Even if you fail a course in university, that is not failure. Because it's not the end of the world. failure comes with a lesson. And so I embrace failure. I embrace it. I embrace it so much that when I fail, I laugh about it. It comes with a big lesson. And in that lesson, there's always success after. As Nesbeth would say, I am a success story. Yay, success. A success story, you know what a success story for me is? When I fail at something and I learn the lesson from that failure and I come back again and fix what I failed at with the lesson I learned. That is success to me. And I'm quite content with that. I'm quite content with that. I mean, I don't need to prove anything to anybody. I just need to be my unique self. I just need to be my individual self. And if you don't appreciate that, then that is your business. If I want to do something and you're going to talk against me, then I know for sure that for you, I will just have to keep you at a distance. You understand me? This light keep twitching. I don't know why. Alright, it looks steady now. But yes, I know that I have to keep you at a distance if you keep on doing what you're doing. Right? I wanted to tell you guys why I chose this topic. I chose this topic because during the course of this week, and this is just my little testimony, during the course of this week, I have had so many opinions on what I should do for the things that I plan to do. So many opinions, and I'm not talking against these individuals because they mean me well, or at least I think they mean me well, but at least embrace me and encourage me to do it, and then tell me that if I fail now, tell me say at least you tried. But don't as I tell you what I want to do, you're going to cut me down, like you're going to chop me right down without even finishing. You're listening to what I have to say about what I want to do. And so because I encountered a lot of that this week, I'm sure that a lot of other persons encountered the same thing. And so that is why I decided to share a particular topic, because a lot of us are going through these things. So I know that on social media you're seeing all the beautiful things, all the nice cars, the nice lives, the nice relationships, the nice so and so. I am here to talk about the real things that are happening, like the literal mental issues and the real stuff that are bothering people, that are actual lifestyle events that people need to talk about. So I'm opening this platform for persons to be able to vent, to come and talk about these issues that they're having. Because believe me guys, it real in these streets, you know. It real, and nobody taught us how to deal with these things. Because when I was a child coming up, I was more protected from these things. I wasn't taught how to deal with these things. Like when they come to my direction, I wasn't taught how to deal with it. And that is what is messing up our generation. There are lots of things that were hidden from us, and then we're not able to maintain or cope when we're supposed to deal with these issues. Right? So guys, don't make nothing steal on a dream. If your dream say you want $10 million tomorrow, figure out your roadmap to achieving that $10 million for tomorrow and get it done. Don't make nobody tell you say you can't get $10 million. A lot of things people keep telling us that, you know, it can't be reached, or if them see somebody with something, I scam it. You don't know how much work them put in to get them the something there. They didn't allow anybody to steal their dream. That is why they're able to achieve the things that they do. Right? So why should we belittle ourselves and let fear take over what could be our reality? Because fear is the number one dream killer. Can I tell you? There are so many speaking engagements I got invited to. And because of my fear, I declined them. But in 2021, I killed that fear in Jesus' name. Because it have to stop somewhere. If you have a fear and you know the fear holding back your dream, let it go. We all have that fear. And the only way we're going to get over the fear is if we face the fear head on. Thank you so much, Teacher Higgins, for rebuking that fear with me. You understand? Fear kills most of our dreams and it gives us anxiety. I was reading in my Bible studies this morning. I normally wake up and it start the day right for me. And I was doing a scripture I was reading a scripture from the Bible, and it said that we should not focus on the anxieties of life, nor the overeating, nor the over drinking. And I was like, wow, it's like this scripture, it's like God just sent it here so for me read it this morning. It's like He just put it in front of my face and said to me, say, girl, read that scripture here this morning. I feel so anxious. There are days when I feel so anxious because my dreams are so big, and you wonder if you're doing enough to achieve the dream or the goal or the target. And then you start to stress out yourself over it because you're so anxious of what tomorrow will bring that you start stressing about tomorrow when you're living in today. You don't have time to enjoy today because you're stressing over tomorrow. So you see, though you have your dreams and you have your ambitions and stuff, don't burden yourself. Don't burden yourself with all of that, because if you burden yourself, then you will not achieve it. You have to give yourself some time. Be patient with yourself. Be kind with yourself. A way to fix this and to stop all dream killers is to consistently wake up and give yourself some words of affirmation. Give yourself some words of affirmation. If it even means that you need to pace it all over the house, do it. You see, for me, I have to constantly remind myself, say, girl, you can do it. Because when fear starts to come in and tell me, say, me can do it. Me gonna tell fear, say, look here, fear, me can do it. And every time I have a negative thought, I replace that with a positive affirmation. So if I see somebody with something I want to say, John, when me come like, I can get that. I say to myself, so, oh, me I get that soon. And it's not bad mind or anything. But it's just that you have a vision and you have a goal to something, and somebody has it and you really feel good for them and you want the same something, you use it as a motivation. Right? Nothing is wrong with that. You're human. But don't let the negative thought dwell too long in your mind, because the negativity does nothing good. It only brings more bad. And one thing I've learned is that when you think bad about something, it keeps spiraling into an entire episode of bad things happening to you, and you don't want that. Guys, remember to like the live, please. It helps with the algorithm. Thank you so much for liking the live, and you can share it with your friends. Positive word can be too much for your circle. But yeah, so that is something that you need to do. Another thing I wanted to say is it is important to assess your circle. I touched a little bit of it earlier, but it's important to assess your circle. There are people within your circle that really don't want you to go further than them. They are good with you if you're supposed to be talking about people, or if you're supposed to be chilling and those unproductive things that really gives you comfort. But the moment you start to propel and you start to move a little further in life, those same persons who you and them good 2 months ago, not happy for you anymore, and they start to present themselves less because the bad minds start to creep up in their minds. There are some person who just don't want you to be further than them, and that is just the harsh reality. So assessing your circle will let you know who those persons are. The overnight friends, the ones that will change overnight. And let me tell you something, when you start to be productive, you're going to start attract some friends overnight. Friends that really don't want to do nothing more than to just benefit from something that you can give them. Right? So we have to assess our circle. These are the things that we're going to be using to stop the dream killing. So we're going one. Liam feel like talking today. I don't know. I have so much sense in going like somebody. So one, you have to assess your circle to make sure that the right persons are with you. And let me tell you something. You see, when God ready to bless you, it's not everybody gonna come with you. Some people you have to go drop off before you reach the blessing. Because them only gonna come with a bunch of crosses and stop your blessing. Some people you just have to let go, and them just have to go before God really give you the blessing. You understand me? And the loyalty ends when the benefits stop, definitely. Them don't know when them loyalty when you stop giving them the benefits. And another thing too, when the blessings start to flow, you don't even notice it sometimes, but they notice it long before you, and start giving the cold shoulder because what them can't angle your blessing. The blessing where God have fear, them just can't angle it. Yes man, the excess baggage. Yeah man, you have to shed them man. It have to happen. I mean it might hurt you sometimes, but it just have to happen. It has to happen. And that's not something that you have control of. You understand? It's not something that you have control of. And you just have to just accept that fact and just let it be. Let it be. Move them up. Move them out. Get rid of the baggage. If they are not pumping positive energy into you, into your emotional bank, they're only withdrawing from your emotional bank, then you need to rid yourself of those people. They are not necessary. Alright, I hope that you take that into consideration. And you have to eliminate the vampires who see your goals, dreams, and your aspirations from you. There are vampires. I mean, it's not the typical vampire that you watch on the television and whatever. But they are sucking the life out of you. You know them, remove them. There are people who just suck the life out of you. Yes, because God heard conversations we didn't hear. God heard what they were speaking about you behind your back long before you even knew. Right? So when you see certain things started to happen, it's just purpose fulfilling itself. Let's just put it that way. It's just purpose fulfilling itself, because you have to get rid of the blood suckers, the life suckers, the energy suckers, the dream killers, in order to fulfill your God-given purpose. And I had to learn that the hard way. Because to be honest with you, I have a problem with letting go. I don't know why. I have a problem with letting go. And I don't know, there's just something about me that I just feel like if I put energy into something, if I just let it go, so it just hard. You understand? So even if physically I let it go, mentally it's still a part of my brain. So I have a problem letting go. So I probably let go like way after the time and take up time more than the time when I should have let go. And I know that there are lots of persons struggling with this too. A lot of us don't talk about it, but I know that there are some persons who struggle with letting go. I have a problem with letting go, and that is just something I just have to face and deal with. And sometimes the bloodsuckers are the closest one. You know what's funny? The bloodsuckers are always the closest ones. The life takers are always the closest ones. The dream killers are always the instigators. They're always the closest ones to us. That means us the harm. And that is why it hurts so much. Because it's always people close to us that tries to hurt us. Let's all ask God to remove our enemies and just sit back and watch who he removes the fastest. Girl, let me tell you something. I made a prayer last year to remove those who do not mean me well. And I was so surprised to see how many persons in my circle, them just go one by one. Just like that. I'm just pull up my hand in the sky and I just give God thanks. God, I say, you know, you answer me. You just show up all the time. Like you stay real nice. I pray and him just answer me like nothing. And sometimes we pray for these things and we're not prepared to receive it. But listen, when we end up in a situation, we just end up, you just have to just open your arms for anything. And when you pray for things, just prepare to receive it. Because I know the God I serve and him give me everything when he asks for. So yeah, let's pray to remove them so that the blessing can flow naturally to us. I went on my knees and he removes my ex-boyfriend of 7 years. Look at God. I don't know what you and that ex-boyfriend went through, but obviously you are good now and you have reconciled with that problem, and you are obviously feeling better now that that person is gone. So that prayer has been answered. Bless God for that. You understand me? There are so many things in our lives that we stray from doing because we are blocked. We are blocked. And it's either we're blocked by negative energy, we're blocked by people telling us that we can't, we're blocked by things that we see. You know that you can see things and it block your goal or your dream. Great to be exact. Listen, I know, sis, and I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you, sweetheart. Amen. I give thanks every day, and I give thanks for you too. You understand me? Did you know that things that you see can block your destiny? Because you, and let me tell you, we are the most powerful beings to ourselves. Yes, to the self-talk that we give to ourselves daily, because whether we believe it or not, there are things that go through our minds over and over and over all the time. And we either give ourselves positive self-talk or negative self-talk. And most of the things people talk about is negative. You understand? So did you know that when you see something, you can be your own dream killer? You can be your own dream killer, you know, because you're going to tell yourself the negative things. That's where your own personal fear comes in, and you stunt your own growth. I know persons dear to my heart that stunt them own growth, and they don't even know, and that's the bad part of it. And when you tell them not see it. You understand? When you tell them that, look, you are doing this wrong to yourself, you're doing that wrong, you need to change your mindset, shift your focus, it would seem like you are the enemy. Because they are not seeing that they are the problem in the situation. I do it sometimes too. I stop myself from a lot of things that I could have done or could have achieved, or fears I could have killed, because I chose to stay in the space of the fear. So I'm guilty of that too. And that is the beauty about it. When you can face up to what you are doing wrong, that's the biggest change you will see, because you'll be able to fix it when you have understood what the problem was. So we have to stop stunting our own growth because of fear or because of what we see. And let me say something again, social media will mad people. I have to literally put away my phone for a certain period of the day because of so many things circulating on social media that will make me anxious. You understand me? And when you're in a space of anxiety, you can't be productive. You're actually counterproductive, which means that nothing good comes from anxiety. So when you could have invested that time in achieving your goal, you're so busy being anxious because of what you saw on social media. Let me tell you something, everybody go through it. Even the persons who are lying on social media, them go through it too. And that is why they tell the lie on social media. And that is why they pretend to live this luxurious life and have these luxurious things, because they too are going through the anxieties of life because of what they see. So we can be our very own dream killers by pretending to be what we are not. And social media caused that. Because I can bet you, say, you're happy and alright when you're in your own little zone with the family, friends, and you're alright. Till when you see something else that you really say, you know what, maybe I need to want this, and you know, this look really nice with this person. Oh, I wish I had that. It happened to me too. It happens to the best of us. And let me tell you something too. Someone might come with an idea that you had all this time, but they were brave enough to do it. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't bother do it. That doesn't mean that you should kill your dream because somebody else took your idea and is doing well with your idea. That doesn't mean say you could kill your dream. You understand me? That doesn't mean that you won't be good at it too. There is space in the world for everybody to achieve the things that they want to achieve. Everybody can get it. Everybody can win. But the only way you're gonna know if you're good at it is if you try. So you gotta get up and try and try and try. Gotta get up and try and try and try. Gotta get up and try and try and try. You have to try. Though people will tell you that you can't, or though you will tell yourself that you can't, you have to try. So even if somebody is doing what you had the idea to do, you never bad mind them. You had the idea all along. What if they're able to take that idea and present it better than you? Then that's fine. But at least you would tell yourself, so even if you fail at it, at least you would tell yourself, say, at least I did try. And you won't be left in the space or the frame of mind where you say, what if? Because what if it's a dangerous thing, you know, when you're in your mind saying, what if I did this? So Liam wants to speak, guys. For some reason, Liam wants to speak tonight. But to be in this position where you're saying what if is a very dangerous place, because you will start to doubt yourself and you won't feel like you fulfill the purpose. So even if you see somebody that is something that you've always wanted to do, now making your mind tell you say, oh no, nobody do it because she do it same way. Thank you very much. You know I'm very shy to sing sometimes, but it come out tonight with this chart. It had to be done. Thank you very much, darling. But yeah, do it same way. At least you'd say I tried and I failed. Like I said earlier up into the live, me have a PhD in failing. I have a PhD in failing. There are so many things I tried, but guess what? You see, the lessons I learned from those are what are sustaining me now. I'm glad I did try them. I'm so happy I tried them because I know what questions to ask now. I know where to start. I know what to turn to get information because I did try and fail. There is a certain fear of failure, and I think it's because of what society tells us or dictates to us as to what is failure and what is success. Success to me, as I also said earlier in the live, is when I fail and I learn something from that failure. That is success for me. So I might not be where I want to be now, but I'm going to get there. I'm telling myself that I'm going to get there. It's a mindset, a shift in my focus, a shift in my mindset. And you know what? I am consider having a vision board party on my YouTube live. Touch December 31, 2020. Because guess what? I am in the habit of bringing people with me in my journey of shifting my focus, shifting my mindset, shifting my energy. And if you want to be a part of this vision board party, state it in the live and make a plan it. Make a plan out the thing. Success 2021. We're not play. We're not all no dream killers hostage. We'll let them go. We're not arms and gloves them like they're here to stay. When they kill your dream, you let them go and associate yourselves with the right people. There's nothing wrong with revisiting what you thought was right, with shifting your focus. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's another thing that is a dream killer. A lot of us don't want to start over. A lot of us don't want to start over. Like, we do this so many times that is so burdensome that we don't want to start over. Every test in life make us bitter or better. The choice is ours, whether to be a victor or a victim. Definitely, my darling. I want to be a part of that vision board mission. Baby love, just send me a message through Instagram at Shan_inspire and let's keep the connection. Alright? Let's keep the connection. So just send me a message on Instagram, Shan_inspire, and let us definitely keep the connection. How we say victory 2021. 2020, let me tell you, 2020 has been such a good year in a great way. And I'm not saying that in terms of compared to the other years, but you know what? God has a way to let difficult times shape you into the best version of yourself. I've never felt so powerful within myself. 2020 brought that to me. I have killed so many fears. Them all start YouTube. I'm just chatter going so. Me? Me? Start YouTube? In front of so many people? I never thought I could. I never thought I could. But I killed that fear. And so I have new fears. Now I have a fear of public speaking. When people reach out to me, that's now a fear of mine because of YouTube. And I'm just showing you that when you position yourself right places at the right opportune time, there are many different things that will come. And guess what will come with it? Fear. Fear will come with it. So the biggest dream killer, I can't stop talking about it in this life, is fear. And fear comes from within us. So if we can address that problem, then we will be able to mash down a lot of other dream killers around us, including friends, people, family, spouses, boyfriend. Sometimes boyfriend does see your dream as girlfriend, and sometimes girlfriend do see your dream as boyfriend. And I know that they mean you well. Trust me, they do mean well. And because they mean you well, they can be so passionate about it and not even realizing that they're knocking you down. You understand? So guys, let us just break that barrier of telling ourselves that we can't. Let us break that barrier of people telling us that we can't. Let us break that barrier of us looking onto other person's life and telling ourselves that it's not possible for we. I own things now that once upon a time I used to believe that it wasn't a possibility. I have gone through certain challenges, and I'm going to, little by little, I'm going to share a piece of me with you guys as it relates to heartbreak, as it relates to finances, lifestyle, the whole works. Little by little in the life, then I will share those things, because your struggles can be somebody else's benefit. You can help somebody out of a situation. Really wish me, like some of the things that when me go through, I wish I had somebody to really tell me that this is what is going to happen next, that is what's going to happen next, because I overcome it now. Until when I look back at the situations now, I'm like, I can't believe that these were the situations that felt like them nearly killed me yesterday. These are the things that I did and still managed to do now that I thought I could not do yesterday. That's why I thank God for Diane Johnson, Dave Johnson, because when you talk about backbone, my mother and father, my backbone, you have to have that one individual that actually wants to see you excel, because some of us need that motivation while some of us are intrinsically motivated. But even the persons who are intrinsically motivated sometimes need an external source to help push them on the days that they feel low, because we don't always have high days. We don't always have high days. Take for example, today I did not have a high day. There were so many circumstances that I did have. This week was just a trying week, and I am so grateful for it. I am so grateful for it. And today, Friday, thank God it's Friday, I can look back at my week and say I'm glad that those things happened to me. Because what don't break you, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm stronger today than I was yesterday, and I'm happy for that. So though I had a hard day, look at me now. I overcame all the challenges that I had today. I overcame them. So I'm a victor in the circumstances. I am the champion. So my advice to you guys, what I'm saying all of this for, is to say to you guys that whenever you get a negative situation, combat that with a positive outcome, or give yourself a positive thought to that negative situation, and guess what, that negativity dead right there, so it dropped back down right there. So the more you get challenges, Give yourself some words of affirmation. Marmar laughing at me. Why you laughing at me, Marmar? But yeah, it's just the truth. Whenever you encounter a negative situation, kill that. Kill it same time with positive affirmations. Like for me, let me tell you what I do for my positive affirmation. Let us share the live, guys. Please share the live, guys, and don't forget to like. Yes, let me tell you what I do for my positive affirmations. You see my phone when me have, like all of us have a device, and unfortunately some of us don't use the devices wisely. There are so many apps on Google Play Store or what you call the Apple One, Apple Store, that you can download that literally does the work for you. It's the joy on your face. Stop. I try. But there are so many apps in the Google Play Store and the Apple Store that does the work for you. They literally come with affirmations. All you do, you edit the affirmations to suit you. And you see me, I have an app on my phone. Say you don't like to write, because I don't like to write. Say you don't even like to, that them things are just not for you. Make your phone remind you. Automate it. Same like how we can automate a lot of things in this life. Let us automate those too, because as simple as they sound, words of affirmation is very important. And let me tell you why it's important for you not to kill a dream. You see me, people don't knock me down easy. People's opinion of me doesn't knock me down easy. Because at least at the end of the day, I can say to you that at least I was being myself. And if you don't like me being myself, then you are just not the right type of crowd for me. And if you don't like me, it's simple. Don't come around and associate yourself with me. There are persons who, just for the sake of being negative, would just come to just be negative to you, for just break you. I don't know how people find the time for do that. How people find the time to go on people's things or people's posts or people's statuses and comment something negative. If you don't have anything good to say, smile and wave and pass and move right along. You don't need to be negative about somebody. You don't need to act negative towards somebody. You have your opinion, fine. If it's not good, keep it to yourself. I do that. I would say things that I don't like all the time. But then again, everybody's not like me. I would say things that I don't like all the time. And my grandmother tell me, say, if I don't have anything good to say, don't say it. And if it doesn't offend me, I won't be saying it. If it is something that will affect you, I won't do it. I just don't see it. And I know that everybody won't see it that way, but I'm just saying, it's still something to talk about. Why do people like to cut down people? Why people feel like they need to tear down others? Why some people come like them profession is to be dream killers? Why do people feel like that's a necessity to tear down other people? If you want to tear me down, that's fine, that's fine with you. That's your opinion at the end of the day. It's just upon me now to not let you tear me down. And I won't. And you shouldn't let anybody tear you down either. But I'm just saying, it's just the act of doing it, or you find the space or the time to act negatively upon somebody else. You understand? And some people like to play it picture perfect. Nobody is perfect. I sure I'm not perfect. I'm so flawed. I am beautifully flawed. I'm flawed to the point where I'm beautifully flawed. That's how I describe myself, as a beautifully flawed individual. So therefore, I'm not going to let you kill my dream because you're this oh so perfect person. Or you have these oh so perfect things. You understand me? There are so many persons who try to kill my dream from the moment I put my stuff on my dream and vision board. Many people spoke against my dream. I cry. And I mean, there's no shame in doing that. Sometimes I have to cry the stress away. But I cried, and after I finished crying, I just feel good again. and I'm ready for it again. You know, I'm ready to conquer it again. I'm ready. However way you deal with the disappointment, do it. But don't give up. Don't give up. I did my vision board in May. You see how long I procrastinate and don't do my vision board? From January, and then all the way in May was when I did my vision board. And guess what? That was January, February, March, April. 4 months that went down the drain without a vision. Four. And the 1 month I did my vision board, things, hold on guys, my battery are dead. I still end the live anyways, but I don't want it to just go like that. So yes guys, I wasted 4 months in 2020. And the 1 month I did my vision, every other month after that I achieved something on that vision board. That's the power of doing a vision board. And I said to myself, I wanted to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube before December 2020. And I got that in November. Guys, it's just to just motivate you. It's not a bragging. I don't want, if you feel like this is bragging, I just want you guys to understand it's not bragging. It's not bragging. I just want to give you a little bit of motivation to tell you that whatever your goal is, it can be achieved. It can be done. Don't let anybody kill your dream. That's my message to you guys today. And that is to not let anybody kill your dream. People will talk down to you. People will treat you unfairly because your dreams are big. People will just be cruel to you and your emotions because your dreams are big. Guys, don't forget to like the live. But I am here to tell you that I have conquered so many, and so can you. We're not placed on this earth to listen to what anybody has to tell us. We're placed on the earth to fulfill our purpose. That's what we're here for. And if your purpose is not fulfilled, then you won't, then your existence on earth just wouldn't make no sense. Right? And you have to try and try and try until you find your purpose to fulfill it. Right? So don't let anybody turn you away from what your goals are. The humble never stumble. You're right, girl. And to be honest with you, every day me get up and pray to be humble. Because sometimes I get so anxious with life that I remember to be humble sometimes. And every time I find that I'm not humble, I pray again for humbleness. The Bible tells you about the humble. The meek shall inherit the earth. The humble people. So that's also another goal of mine, to be the humblest I can be. That's the best way. I have been praying about it, and you know, the fact that I see that that's a need, that's very good on my part. And if you see that, that's very good on your part. That means you can actually do something to make a change. And I want to end on that note. I want to end this live on that note, to tell you that you can. Whatever dreams you have, whatever visions, just talking about it makes me so excited, because a simple vision board I did makes me feel so powerful, because I have achieved most of what I had placed on that vision board, and it's not even December as yet. I say I want to learn how to trade forex. I decided I'm going to take up a course in August. I take up that prep on my head. So I'm going to do it in August. And I did it. And I learned. Today I made profits on forex, you know, from my live account. And that was something I never thought I would have been able to do. And I can only share my experiences with you in hopes that you can find value in my experiences to propel you to move yourself and push yourself forward. Me used to think me could learn forex, and as a matter of fact, there were persons who said forex are not for everybody, and me did just feel stressed out by that, because me I say maybe that is not for me. But you see, I invested in the knowledge, I learned it, and I'm starting to gain from it. 1, 2, YouTube. There were so many people who told me that I should not do this, I should not do that for YouTube. This is what I must do. That is what I must do if I'm gonna edit a video. There are so many persons with their opinion of what I should edit in it and what I should take out of it. There were so many things. It can be overwhelming and overbearing sometimes. But guess what? That comes with goals, that comes with dreams, that comes with aspirations. There will be naysayers. That's just a part of it. And the naysayers will be close to you. You will lose a lot of friendships when you start to move forward in life. Sad reality, but it is true. You won't have time to nurture the friendships anymore, one. So therefore, you will lose the friendship because you don't have time to nurture it. Right? So one of the things in preventing yourselves to be affected by dream killers is that you lose friendships. So let's talk about the key things now. Just in closing, I'm going to just be speaking about the key things that I mentioned in the live, just to close on that note so that you guys can reflect and come back again, refocus your energy and pay attention to the things that actually are there for you to help you to fulfill your purpose. So one of the dream killers that we spoke about was fear. You can be your own dream killer. So fear is one, you can be one. The people you associate yourselves with can be one. Your family can be one. Your parents, to be exact, can be one. Your spouse can be one. Things that you see in the media can be one. Those are the 7 major dream killers that I can think of off the top of my head that I think is worth mentioning, that we have to put a barrier between. If we don't do that, we are going to stop our productivity. And there has to be a time when we stop it from happening. Food collab with Shan. Hi Shan. Food collab with Shan. Thank you for stopping by, sweetie. But you stop by when we are done, but that's fine. You can still catch the latter part of it and probably rewatch it back again. So I am just basking in the awesomeness of learning from my failures, and I encourage you guys to just be brave and just go out there, do what you want to. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do it, because guess what? Those same persons who are telling you that you can't, they're not where you want to be. You should only take advice from persons who are actually where you want to be, because they can tell you the stress and the strain and the struggle and the tears and the hurt and everything that they've been through to get there. So that's one of the things I am learning now in life, that I should not let anybody who is not where I am tell me where I should go. And that happens, that should apply to relationship, that should apply to your finances, that should apply to your friendships, that should apply to your everything in life should apply to that. If they're not where you are, do not let them to filter stuff in your brains. Don't let them tell you anything, because they'll only tell you what they've experienced, and what they've experienced have led them to where they are. And if where they are is not where you want to be, you don't need to listen to that person. And that's just humbly speaking. You understand? There's a way that you can tell people no respectfully. Not everybody you will tell yes. Guys, don't forget to like the live, please, and share it with your friends if you found it valuable to you. Not everybody you can take information from and take telling from, because some of them will destroy something that you have that is good going. Right? So let everything you do be a decision for yourself. Let your dreams and your aspirations get an opportunity to come into fruition. Let nobody turn you from that. All right? And that is just my 2 cents. I hope you found this conversation beneficial to you. I hope you found it beneficial to your friends, so that you can share it to your friends, and your friends share it with their friends, and you know the whole sharing process go. Yes. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I'm absolutely grateful for you. I am super grateful for you, because guess what? You are in the process of helping me with my development as a YouTuber, or even as an individual. And that is like the biggest goal. You have helped me to reach where I am now. in YouTube. And mark you, even if you were not there in my journey from the initial phases, you are here now, and I am grateful to you. Right? Just know Shan have lots of love for you. And guess what? We have now come to the end. So I'll just see you guys in the next video, and thank you so much for stopping by. Marmar said thank you. Marmar, and me for tell you thanks. Thank you. Alright. So guys, that is it. I don't want to leave on a but I don't want to have on a too long either. So I will see you guys in the next video. And on Fridays, I'm trying to have lives on Fridays. So you'll more than likely see me on Fridays doing my lives. I am appreciative of you and this live tonight because I needed it, sweetie. I needed you to be here so I could share and feel like I'm actually doing something constructive and positive, right? So I'm me for let me say I'm me for tell you thanks. You're welcome always. And remember to reach out to me on Instagram so we can actually plan that vision board party. All right, sweetie pie. Bye guys. I'll see you in the next video, and don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can know when I upload, and share the video if you find it valuable. Peace out. Later.